Oh, what do we have here? Today we have wife doesn't realize police know she's the killer. Damn. Thank you guys for tuning in. And without further ado, let's get it.
How's it going, Marsha? We're here today because we got a search warrant for your house. Okay, to go through some stuff.
Officers have just walked up to the home of 51-year-old Marsha Allen
and
her husband, Harold Allen. 10 months ago, Harold passed away under mysterious circumstances, but something about what happened to him is about to turn Marsha from a grieving wife to a potential...
Them eyes right there says it all. She fucking did it. You see those eyes? I thought she was a sweet old lady. That's a stone cold killer. Look, hold on. Go back to them eyes.
Harold Allen.
It looked fucked up right there,
Harold
but
passed away under mysterious circumstances.
Wait.
But something about what happened to him is about to turn...
Look at that. That don't look like she possessed y'all.
Marsha.
Look at that shit.
From a grieving
Ooh. I see Satan in them eyes.
wife to a
oh my God.
potential murderer.
We were being told is that you murdered him by poisoning. Ethylene glycol shows up at your house on December 19th, and Harold passed away on December 20th.
Marsha had ordered exactly half a gallon of ethylene glycol a day before Harold's death. Even 100 milliliters of it could prove fatal. And as this evil wife realizes that police know she is a killer,
I didn't even be here. I did not kill my husband.
every single cop inside this room has no idea that they have barely scratched the surface of what this woman has done.
If y'all seen her walking past with that fucking look on her face, y'all should already know how this finna go.
The husband
It's finna be a good one.
passed away because she needed that life insurance money.
It's always for some life insurance money, right? Make me not want to ever get married, y'all.
You know, it's best if you just stop.
I just smoke another cigarette. I'll explain the whole thing, but it's ugly.
Ooh, tell it on the mountain. Tell.
It's the early morning hours of September 19th, 2023. In
Look
the
at that
small
beautiful
town of
city.
Freetown, Indiana.
Damn.
52-year-old Marsha Allen calls police
That's Indiana? Indiana looks like that? I thought that was off the coast of Mexico or some shit.
to report a burglary at her home.
Why is he not tearing shit up?
But after reviewing footage from cameras only recently installed, Marsha recognizes the robbers as Stephen White and Nathaniel Napier, friends of her 29-year-old daughter, Ashley Jones.
Ooh.
It's not the only reason the recently widowed Marsha has to suspect Ashley's involvement, because only one other person in the world other than her knows the combination to the safe, and that's Ashley herself.
What the fudge sickle?
Stephen White's tracked down at a rural property later that day, and what he says turns a simple robbery case into a possible conspiracy to murder Marsha's husband.
A conspiracy? We got a conspiracy? Oh.
A conspiracy that just months prior seems to have succeeded.
Damn, where's my popcorn?
Privately for a minute. Well, we're going back here to the car. Yeah, sure.
Do you have any idea why we're here today?
Well, they said that y'all got me on camera last night burglarizing the place.
Okay. So
And my husband.
if that's the case, you know anything about it?
Oh, I didn't know he was a bottom.
Oh,
Well, that settles that. But not really, because Stephen's face was clearly seen on video.
Oh, damn.
And when he's confronted with the evidence,
There's the picture.
Hello.
he has a very different story to tell.
Ain't nobody got that hairline but you.
I just smoke another cigarette. I'll explain the whole thing, but it's ugly. Because that lady is the lady who told me to go get the shit. Her name's Marsha Buxton. And she asked me to go get that shit because her husband, Harold Allen, passed away of unknown causes in December.
Okay.
And according to her, her husband passed away because she needed that life insurance money. I'm best friends with her daughter,
Okay. What's the daughter's name?
Ashley Jones.
Okay.
She don't live here. She lives out in Mexico somewhere right now. Because she told her mom she was not satisfied. I guess apparently Marsha asked Ashley if she could help her take care of her husband, and Ashley has a little baby that's mixed. And my friend, she was going on and on about how Ashley's a lesbian. She's with a Puerto Rican woman, and Marsha was going on and on about you don't need to be with none of them fix. You just need to come home and live with me. Trust me, after Christmas, I'll have enough money to take care of us all for the rest of our lives.
Wow.
That's how she is. So she told me, and
we need more gay people giving insight because I'm fucking loving this, bro.
I already deleted all the messages like she asked me to. She said, hey, I'll give you $3,000 if you can go to my house. Gave me the safe code.
Marsha did or Ashley
Yes,
did?
Marsha did. She said, you can go down there, you can get this, and I need it all taken somewhere, please, because his brothers is trying to get into my house and they want to take me to court and take all of Harold's guns and everything. I said, Marsha, I'm a felon. I cannot have guns.
Hold on. Why she don't want to let them have the guns? What she gonna do with the guns?
The pesky fact he's a felon didn't sway Stephen from carrying out the crime.
Hell
But what
no.
he claims really happened
Not for 3,000.
to Marsha's husband catches cops' attention far more than the burglary.
Yeah, that's petty. He get his little 2 to 10 years, but
10 months
yeah.
prior, in December 2022, Marsha's 911 call described what happened when she found the body of 52-year-old Harold Peanut Allen, along with a revealing reluctance to perform CPR.
I work from home and I went back there to check on him because he's been sick. And then when I went back there, he was just laying on the floor like he was trying to get up and go to the bathroom or something. And he's not breathing.
Do you want to start CPR if I help you?
Stephen claims not.
That is some sick shit. If she's sitting there trying to perform CPR on her husband that she went and poisoned, that is some sick, twisted, heavy shit. Oh my God. For some money? For some freaking money? Oh Lord. Boca Seca 1995. Hola.
Evidence of this alleged plot to murder Harold, and doesn't think Marsha does either.
And you don't have any text messages?
No, because I deleted the messages.
Would she have the text messages on her phone?
I guarantee
Possibly.
Bro is a great storyteller.
But when detectives knock on her door with a search warrant a month later, they soon find he's dead wrong. Because Marsha doesn't only have texts proving her involvement in Harold's death, but her daughter Ashley's as well.
What? Hold on, her daughter was part of this?
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Nicholson with the Sheriff's Department. We're here today because we got a search warrant for your house, okay, to go through some stuff. Okay. And it mentions like electronic.
No. That can't be her dad. Cause why would she let her mom murder her? Am I missing something, chat? Everly, Layla, Rena, Courtney, Queen. Like what the JJ? Am I missing something, y'all? For real.
Electronic devices. Sworn testimony presented seeking a search warrant has been given to this court, which sworn testimony establishes significant probable cause for the issuance of a search warrant as therein requested. And
oh my God.
Therein search for and seize evidence of the crime of murder, including, not limited to, any electronic device.
Marsha
Oh yeah, your ass done. Stick a fork in you.
Denies any involvement in Harold's death and consents to having her text downloaded into evidence. And it's there that police find a treasure trove of proof linking both her and Ashley to Harold's death.
You big dummy.
Including no less than 2 failed attempts before their ultimate success.
Okay, that's not her dad.
That's just before Christmas. So as Marsha's taken in to be interviewed, detectives have a few questions about the purchases she's made online in the days leading to her husband's death. But little do they know the star witness sitting before them would soon be dead herself.
What? No! So the mama took out the daughter?
So,
This just keeps getting better and better.
ordered through a place that was called Kim Boys LLC.
What's that?
It's some company that this ethylene glycol was ordered from. It says the order source was Peach Pay, so it was paid through Peach Pay. Do you have a Peach Pay account or anything?
I don't know what Peach Pay is.
Okay.
What
That's
is
for-
Peach Pay?
I'm assuming it's something like PayPal, something to that effect. You know,
Apple Pay.
Venmo, something like that. I'd never actually heard of it before, so.
I haven't either.
Says it was for $31.99, and it says December 13th, 2022 at 12:09 p.m.
I don't even know what it is.
And then here it shows paid on December 13th, 2022 at 6:09. You can look at it too. I'm just trying to read it as I'm.
You know she flushed her that face turning red. Oh man, it's going down.
don't know what that is.
What's that? We point that.
Glycol.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I have
Your ass going to
no
jail.
idea.
Okay. Yeah. But you see what I'm talking about where it says it's
Yes.
billing to Lynn Allen and
Yeah,
that's your
no.
address, right? Says shipping Lynn Allen and your address again.
My
Marsha
daughter be popping up on me like Jesus. She got me nervous, y'all.
can roll her eyes all she wants, but the online purchase of ethylene glycol, the toxic compound found in antifreeze, raises serious questions about what really happened to
She
Harold.
dumb as hell.
Alone, this wouldn't mean much, but investigators have the texts that turn evidence into ingredients in a recipe for the perfect murder. And if you love watching killers like Marsha get caught in their own lies, subscribe. That's literally all we show here.
Which says ethylene glycol, highly pure, EG, ×1, shipped via UPS on December 14th, 2022. With tracking
You got it sent to your house, you big dummy. Oh yeah, you going to jail.
Order has been exported to ship station. Order status changed from pending payment to processing. So, all right. And we have you in here. There's your water. If you need to use the restroom, let us know. You're not under arrest. You've been read your rights. You still understand all your rights, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did Harold have did he have a life policy?
He had 1 year's pay, and then he had $50,000 life insurance after that, and that was it.
I had actually heard that maybe Ashley, your daughter Ashley, since there's two Ashleys, like your daughter Ashley, I actually heard that she may have taken some of that money or stole some of that money. Was that?
I don't know that, but I had taken, actually, I filed for disability because from the moment he died until they regularly my med, I couldn't quit crying. Constantly cried.
How you couldn't stop constantly crying when you the one that did it to him? That's y'all be ass backwards sometimes, bro. I don't be understanding that shit.
And put it in the safe. I had about maybe 15,000, 20,000 in there. Well, when I went back to put it back into my savings, I only had like $3,000-4,000 left.
And it was in the safe.
It was in the safe, and I didn't have cameras at the time, so I couldn't prove anything.
But the only person, I think you told the detective at one point
It's
that knew
me,
that.
Ashley, and my husband.
Okay. Did you ever confront her about that or ask her about?
No, because I couldn't prove it.
Is there any reason you think anyone else, I mean, or maybe even Ashley would have wanted to hurt Harold?
No, not
No, I mean, maybe.
I thought things were fine. Obviously, they weren't. I had no idea. If I'd even had an inkling, I wouldn't even let them in the house.
I'm just, trying to put two and two together. Like the money was missing, she got the money.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she knew that there was a life policy. And
The life policy wasn't that big. It wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
I mean,
That's cap. I feel like that man probably had a $300,000-400,000 life insurance policy.
Was he mean to you? Was he mean to her?
No.
So why would you kill him then?
He wasn't mean to the kids or anything like that, where she would have had some kind of way or some reason for any kind of retaliation.
I don't understand.
Okay.
In order for her to do this, she had been doing this for a while, and I didn't even see it.
Okay. What happened to Ashley's her husband?
He had what was called a widowmaker.
Fuck is that?
The front part of the heart had a blockage in it, and they said that no one would have known it unless they caught it when it happened, and it ended up killing him.
A question about Ashley's deceased husband didn't just come out of left field, because even though there's no evidence of foul play involved in his death, which Marsha says happened from a heart attack, these two have shown a proven ability to poison without leaving a trace. And while Marsha's not technically under arrest, she's about to find out that when it comes to her daughter, it's a different story.
So I told you, Ashley's, they're picking her. Did you know that she was arrested? So you didn't even know that she was arrested? Nope. So we ended up getting a warrant for her for burglary. Or maybe it was just aiding in the burglary or whatever, because she didn't actually break into your house, but we knew that she had communicated with Steven,
I'm shocked. I'm still shocked.
that she gave him the code and stuff like that.
She said she wouldn't even talk to him.
And we'll talk to her in depth, like we will with you, maybe see what more of her explanations. But from everything that we have recovered from the phones, because we got her phone as well when we made the arrest.
Y'all dumb as hell.
And our evidence and stuff. Also, Steven's phone, where her and Steven have communicated quite a bit, has led us to where we're at now. And I mean, I'll just be honest with you. I mean, I know that something, just from the messages alone, not including other stuff that is going to come to light, but that something was done to him, unless
it was
these messages mean something totally different that we'll show you here in just a little bit. He's printing off. It's hard to understand. It's hard to understand why this would happen, but if you know that she did something, I don't want you. And I know it's your daughter, and I have kids. I have 3 daughters. I have 1 son, and I know how hard that would be. They're young. Mine, not as old as Ashley. So
she has a scary looking look to her. Do you see that in her look at her eyes?
My kids haven't had.
She is about to go haywire.
The chance to betray me the way that your daughter has betrayed you.
Ooh.
And I can't.
You can see the evil in her eyes, y'all. And if she catch wind of her daughter talking to the police about her murdering her husband, she about to get rid of her.
Imagine the situation.
Damn.
Being in that situation that you're in. But I just want you to know that we are talking to you first. And if you do know something that she did, to make sure that you tell me today, because when we talk to her, I don't think she's going to hold back.
I'm just trying to figure out what the crap's going on. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Well, I wasn't wanting to really go into detail on the messages because I don't want to misquote them. I don't want to misquote
smart man
what I've read.
Smart man.
Like say something that is close to what the text message was, but not exactly like it would be right in front of you. But, there's just a lot of those text messages are referring to, things that could harm him.
Things like what though?
And, like screenshots of pictures, like screenshot where you would screenshot a picture on your phone of like the
Wait. They can see that type of shit? They can see when you screenshot or something? What the fudge?
The tracking number, that was, and I can't tell you if that was her or you. It didn't specify. It was during the holiday season, so it was running late. And then the day that it got there, there was, like I said, I didn't want to quote the messages because it could be off a little bit, but like there was, like there's a delivery, or something like that. So, but it is Christmas. There's a lot of deliveries. But
yeah.
It's also the same day.
At the house.
But it was also the same day that this was delivered.
And
then it goes right into
coincidence? I think not.
The floats, the root beer floats.
The detective clearly spells out the stakes. This is Marsha's one and only chance to set the record straight.
It don't matter if she set the record straight or not. She going to jail.
Before Ashley does it for her. Because the texts paint a clear and damning picture of the multiple...
What did she say? Marsha replies again, how you off balance. He says he's
attempts
damn.
to take Harold's life in the months leading up to his death. But where toxic seeds and brownies and household poisons only caused violent illnesses and
this type of shit make me not want to get married, y'all.
Hospitalizations, ethylene glycol, and
I ain't never been married, and this type of shit make me want to stay from not getting married.
Strategically placed root beer float would prove the perfect cocktail for...
And that's my favorite thing to drink is a root beer float. My great grandmother, God rest her soul, after a long day of getting my ass whooped because she was always whooping me, right? and if I ain't piss her off too much during the day, but she would get some vanilla Coke, Bluebell. It's a Texas thing if you don't know about Bluebell. And she would get some Coca-Cola, like Coke, when it was actually really good. Man, that used to be the best treat in the whole wide world.
Right into the floats, the root beer floats.
We all had root beer floats. If that happened, we would have had something done to us.
Cap. That's cap. That's fucking cap.
What's she gonna say?
I know what she's gonna say.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
If she did do something to hurt Harold, is she gonna tell? I mean, she's probably not gonna tell me that.
I don't want to see what else.
Could you guys turn on your kids if some shit like this happened? I wouldn't be able to turn on my baby. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't be able to turn on her.
Why she would?
Unless we just got one of those relationships where it's really fucked up,
That makes no sense to me.
And see, I'd never talked to you, so I didn't know. I mean, I thought maybe that was something I ran through in my mind was maybe he was mean to her. Maybe
y'all seen that look like, huh? Like, what do you mean you ran that in your mind? What the fuck does that mean?
he didn't like the kids. Maybe he wasn't.
No,
maybe there was something.
I don't understand any of it.
And it is hard to understand. It's very hard to understand. So it shipped on the 14th. It arrives on the 19th. You guys have a conversation about that item arriving, but never mention what it is. Just that there's.
We had at least 10 packages a day coming back in.
I understand, but there was only one thing of ethylene glycol that came.
Right. But
so there's a lot of packages that probably come. It's Christmas time. I get that. I mean, I would do the same thing I did. I'd rather shop online than go to a busy store.
Right.
But I would remember a thing of ethylene glycol coming to my house if I got it. If I'm the one that retrieved it.
Here, this is on December 17th, okay? So this would be, what is it, December, what day did Harold pass away on?
The 20th.
The 20th, okay. And this is from Ashley to you, and she says, yeah, and Z quill tabs.
That's what they give the kids to go to sleep.
Right, and that's what I gathered. She said, we still doing slushies tonight, LOL. I might get some new syrups like green apple. I think Walmart has one later. You have the cherry and blue.
I have a little slushy making machine.
Right. And then you said to her, you said, yes, do we have everything we need? She says, my shipping still says on the way, and it's not here yet, but it should deliver soon. They usually come around what time? You say, does it say out for delivery? This is still August 17th. She said, and it can't be with ice. I just saw that and thought OMG, duh, LOL. You said, what then? She said, OMG, finally away for a few minutes. He had to go potty. That's what you said.
But we know for sure that this tracking number that she sent you was for this. And we've confirmed that through the Postal Service, that tracking number, they backtracked that was 100% a half gallon of ethylene glycol that was ordered on the 14th. And they probably have the time on here somewhere, I'm sure, but it's probably going to be right around the time that she sends the tracking number to you, and it is ordered with her phone number and sent to your address. And then after that is ordered, there's no talk before this order. After this order, there's a lot of talk in these messages, almost daily, of has the package arrived yet? It's not like has the packages, like more than one. It's just has that package arrived yet? And then specifically on the 17th, where he was going, there was more talk about, something was happening, and then that you guys maybe thought that the order was coming, and then she wanted to know about slushies that night. That seems a little bit odd to me, considering that we were just talking about an order of ethylene glycol coming.
If there is something that it's best if you just tell us now.
I mean,
in my opinion. I mean, because
it's gonna get ugly, baby. It's
right now, the way this is going, I have a bad feeling that when we get these results back, that it's going to show ethylene glycol in his system.
If it is, it's going to shock me.
But with this case, because when I say this case, like we basically got two cases intertwined, because without the burglary case, we don't know anything about Harold's death. That's how all this came to light for us. So when we talked to Stephen, and he tells us all this stuff. I mean, everything that he tells us, it seems like, and I've not went through and picked everything he's told us apart, but from what it seems right now to me, everything he's telling us is adding up. I mean, he told us how he got in the safe. On your videos, you can see him looking at his phone as he's getting ready to get in your safe, and then the safe door opens. And then when he tells us that your husband was murdered, and we start looking into it, and then we find like the stuff that we have showed you today. I mean, it's just like I said,
it's pretty much damning evidence. They have no choice but to fucking go into it.
It's this bad feeling that when we get those results back, that there's going to be ethylene glycol, and I don't know.
It is.
I mean, we have to wait for the lab to do all that, but we get results back on his blood if and when we do. That's
I don't know if y'all was here for the beginning of the video, but they said Ashley was a star witness, but she wouldn't live to tell the story. I wonder why. Do you see the look in this lady's face?
I was asking earlier, is there any reason there should be ethylene glycol in his system?
There should not be.
Is there any reason that ethylene glycol would have been sent to your house? Any other purpose for it?
Not really. I mean, what is it used for?
My understanding is it's basically, and I could be misunderstanding, but my understanding is it's basically used in, or used to be used in, maybe still used in antifreeze.
What is up with these women in this antifreeze shit, man? Why do y'all want to keep poisoning y'all loved ones for fucking nothing? Money, a numerical value that won't make a difference in your life because you never had that amount of money before. So all you're gonna do is fuck it up. I don't understand that shit.
A ingredient for
come on, man, help me understand.
Ingredients besides ethylene glycol, but this was ordered as raw.
I'm sorry, I was talking.
That's just a ingredient for antifreeze. Antifreeze has other ingredients besides ethylene glycol. But this was ordered as raw ethylene glycol all by itself, and came from this place in Texas.
That's crazy.
I would be surprised.
It would take weeks for an autopsy to be performed on Harold and a toxicology report taken, but detectives still have ample evidence to believe that ethylene glycol poisoning was the real cause of death. And while Marsha would be free to leave that day, her shocking actions that night set investigators back to square one. Marsha Allen took her own life. But with Ashley now in custody, they have someone else who can shed light on this sordid story. She was interviewed the very next day, before her mother's body was even found.
Like I said, your mom was in here yesterday.
Wait. Back the fuck up. What do you mean? Wait. Hold on. I know you lying. We got to run that back.
That day,
Wait.
Toxicology report taken, but detectives still have ample evidence to believe that ethylene glycol poisoning was the real cause of death. And while Marsha would be free to leave that day, her shocking actions that night set investigators back to square one. Marsha Allen took her own life.
Huh?
But with Ashley now in custody, they have someone else who can
She took her own life?
Shed light on this sordid story. She was interviewed the very next day.
Nah.
Before her mother's body was even found.
What?
Like I said, your mom was in here yesterday. We talked to her for quite a while. A lot of what we talked about was about the death of Harold. We have some text messages from your mom's phone. She consented to a download. And there was some text messages on there that we have some concern about. The meaning of those text messages. We have an order where some ethylene glycol was ordered on December 13th. I think it was December 13th.
Mom's really took her life.
The ethylene glycol arrived at the address of your mom's out in on December 19th. On December 20th, your Harold ended up passing away. So that's kind of what we're here to talk about. Do you know anything about the ethylene glycol?
No, sir.
Okay. What was your relationship like with Harold?
He was nice.
Okay.
You know, he didn't really talk much, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
What did he pass away from?
I don't know. Mom didn't really say.
I mean, this is some of the messages, you know, like, well, your mom, obviously, she submitted or consented to the phone download, so there was nothing to hide. Maybe there wasn't, and just when we saw some of the stuff, we had to ask her about it, and,
Yeah.
you know, so there was just some...
People still getting caught up on their phones. Like, they can't download everything possibly from your phone that you do. Y'all dumb as hell.
real concerning stuff on there, you know, just, I mean, it seemed concerning, and so that's why we wanted to kind of clear it up, because, you know, you just want to be sure before, you know, closing something out.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and part of this stems from also from, you know, talking to somebody who gave us some information and saying that Harold, the information we got was Harold did not die.
Hold on, is she giving an interview right now? Doesn't even know that her mom is the one that is dead right now?
And natural causes, basically, that he was poisoned.
Really?
Wow.
So when we follow up on that and we get these, your mom consents to a phone download, and we get all these text messages, and we start going through these text messages, and it's between you and your mom,
Mm-hmm.
right? And like I said, one of the things, just one, there's a lot of them. One of them is on December 13th, December 14th, around that time frame, ethylene glycol was ordered. Ethylene glycol is like a chemical. I believe my understanding is it's like an ingredient in antifreeze. Okay, so that stuff is ordered on December the 13th. Like I said, it arrived at your mom's house on December 19th, and then it's addressed to Lynn Allen. And Lynn is your mom's middle name, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's who it's addressed to. And so, you know, another detective done a lot of work, tracked all this stuff down. There's a tracking number that you text. I think you texted to your mom, if I remember correctly. And that tracking number matches the same tracking number that our other detective was able to get of the ethylene glycol that arrived at the house on December 19th. The information we received was that there was root beer floats that were made, and that which turns out to be ethylene glycol, is put into the root beer float, and that Harold drinks it, and obviously the end result was that he died.
With no way to refute the evidence, Ashley adopts her now departed mother's only defense, making clueless facial expressions in hopes detectives back off. But it didn't work out so well for Marsha, and now Ashley finds out firsthand just how tight of a spot her mom left her in.
You know that your mom did something that she probably really shouldn't have done.
If you guys was in this situation and you knew what your parents did, would you be able to sit there and accept the consequences behind it, or would you tell the cops her plan and what she did? Let me know in the chat right now.
Your mom told us quite a bit yesterday, so you know that actually, I mean, do you think your mom's capable of doing something like that?
Look, she about to tell like a motherfucker. Boy, y'all see that face? They got the same face too.
Has your mom ever, tried to...
Bouts of depression, so I don't know.
Did he go to Tennessee, like kind of right close to the time he died, maybe back in November, around Thanksgiving?
I don't quite remember, to be honest, because they went on it.
But it just seemed like she wasn't very happy. Like maybe she was messaging you saying, she just wasn't very happy, with him. So it's raised a lot of concerns with us. And
so why not just leave? Why you had to murder him? Why not just leave if you wasn't happy? That's what a normal person would have did. They would have just left, you know?
You were probably the person that knew
She was.
what the relationship was like, more than anybody, and I just don't want you to have more issues. So if you know that she did something with your accounts, or that she ordered something using your accounts, or you think she's capable of this, I mean,
I don't know that she did, but I mean, she's capable of whatever. She's very intelligent.
but you don't remember anything about like her ordering anything like that,
No.
or maybe when you were at home, like asking you to keep like looking for a package. Maybe it was in a box and you didn't know what was in it. But like she was adamant, like there's something coming.
She would always have me get the mail and look for packages because she's always ordering stuff online through multiple ways.
Okay.
It's her thing. She loves online shopping.
Was there ever a time that you remember about that time? Well, the day before he passed away, or the day of, that you remember having root beer floats? You don't remember anything about root beer floats, or?
No, whenever he got home, we tried to be respectful since we were just, renting a room. Give him the house, you can have the living room. We're not going to have the kids running around. You worked all day. So we would do the normal schedule, put them to bed, and then go to our room.
Is root beer floats even a common thing at the house? Like, or is that just like?
I mean, they love them, but.
Who's they?
Mom and him.
Mom and okay.
But when Harold passed away, can you kind of give us your timeline of events? Like, how, what, did he just suddenly get sick? Or, I mean, my understanding is he was sick a little bit before that. I mean, just kind of give what you can remember about the day leading up to him passing away.
Well, I know he was on and off sick all the time, but he had diarrhea. Stayed home. And then it all just happened so fast, and Mom was frantic, and I was trying to pick up the pieces with Mom.
Mm-hmm. So can you explain to me how did you learn that he had passed?
Her running to me, oh my God. And I just went into shock and okay.
Mm-hmm. And so take me a little further. So she comes to you and verbally tells you that whatever she says, oh my God, Harold's.
Yeah.
Did she say Harold's dead or Harold's?
He said he's cold.
He's cold?
And she's crying.
And she was crying. So, and I'm assuming that she took you to where Harold was?
Yes.
So can you tell us what you've seen?
I just saw him lying on the floor.
Okay. What was he? Did he have clothes on?
He had these boxers on.
Okay. Do you know what he usually went to bed in?
His boxers.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear him fall and get on the floor, or that was the only time or you just saw him on the floor?
I just saw him on the floor. I don't remember hearing nothing.
Hey, look like he's been there a while, or is he?
I honestly don't.
How does somebody look like they've been there for a while?
No.
Well, that makes more sense, for running to you, because she had mentioned
Yeah, I don't understand that one. That question would have fucked me up too. Like, what?
Told you by like text message, and you were in the house. We were kind of like, why would you text somebody that?
No, she ran to the room.
So she didn't text you and say, come here, I need your help or anything like that. It was she ran in.
Yeah, not that I recall her texting me. She ran to me.
I mean, it seemed.
And then it was panic and keep the kids in the room. They don't need to see that. They're too young. Yeah, it was awful.
Ashley, her fiancé, and both of their 5-year-old children had been staying with Marsha and Harold at the time of his death. But based on how little emotion she shows when describing that day, it's clear there was no love lost between them. And despite her claims of not having any knowledge of the suspicious ethylene glycol order or the root beer floats it ended up in, every piece of evidence says otherwise.
We're not trying to waste your time and lead you down some kind of weird path or anything, but I mean, I'm just going to kind of get to the punch, okay? I mean, we know what happened to Harold. We've got evidence of that. Your mom come in yesterday. She told us a lot. We've got months and months and months of text messages from your mom's phone, and I mean it's obvious that you know something happened to him.
She looking like she want to cry.
You know, I mean, basically, now is your chance to tell us what you know about what happened to Harold. Because, I mean, like I said, these text messages, the order, where this stuff came from, the confirmation numbers. I think at some point she probably dragged you into something that you didn't want to be in. Or it was something to do with those demons or something, you know, with that. But
investigators always how to know how to get shit out of you. This is just one of those tactics that I love to see them use on people.
I just want to know the truth. You know the truth, and I'm not sure that you understand me completely, but I mean this is very important. I mean, because there's some damning stuff, and I want you to be honest with me, because that's probably the only option, and it's the only way.
If you know something, now's the time to tell us, so we can.
I know she said.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I feel like the cops say that, I feel like they full of shit. You know why? Because it's just like y'all still finna send these people to jail. Y'all don't got control over the sentencing, so yeah, like how can you promise that it's not gonna be as worse if I tell you? I feel like that's the biggest pile of horse crap when I be hearing these interrogations. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Wanted out.
Wanted out of what?
That's all.
Like she
said, well, you can divorce him. She said that she was going to divorce him. And then she started acting all weird, like you said about the demons and stuff.
Okay. So, was there ever a time that she asked you to get her foxglove?
She asked me what it was, and I said, that's not good. You know, they don't. I don't even think you can have that.
What is foxglove?
It's just it's a plant.
From magical herbs to demonic possession, Marsha was a true believer in everything New Age.
Damn.
And while Ashley claims she only played along to humor her, her texts say otherwise. But while
she believe in the shit too, she be fucking around and dibbling dabbling in that too. Her husband better watch out.
Foxglove isn't known to have magical properties. It is known to have deadly ones. But Ashley claims no knowledge of any such plot, and seems more than willing to let detectives think Marsha acted alone.
Why do you think she would ask you? Like you think she was trying to bring you into that too? Or try to?
I don't know. She was always asking me weird stuff. And I'm like, I know more.
Weird stuff like what though?
More than you. Look it up. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Because the foxglove is, you know, we had to look up a little bit and haven't researched it too much, but it seems to be that it's poisonous to animals and humans. Do you ever remember a time that she asked you to search on Google or search an internet search on where to get ethylene glycol? And she asked you to do it for her so she didn't have that on her search history?
Wow.
Not ethylene glycol, the plants and stuff, but like I said all the time, she'd say, let me get your phone.
Just merely from the text messages, I won't be the least bit surprised that this ethylene glycol is in his system. So, I mean, basically, why, one, did somebody do this to him? And two, who did this to him?
Because ain't no wife doing that shit like that.
Financially.
She was. She's always been worried about finances since her youth.
Okay.
Because they were poor.
And was there a life insurance policy that you're aware of?
And there was, but it didn't go to her.
Okay.
Huh?
Who did it go to?
Her brother, his brother.
Okay. All right.
I know she mentioned of wanting to take that way out,
And I told her that that's not the way to go, and that should be damned for it.
Can you said, I think I know what you mean, but when you say your mom mentioned taking that way out, can you be more specific?
She wanted to get rid of him.
In what way? Because you mentioned divorce earlier.
No, she didn't want to divorce him. I said divorce. She wanted to be free of him completely. She wanted him dead. And I said, you're going to go to hell for that, Mom.
Damn.
No matter what happens, you're going to hell.
So she asks you about this, or she tells you that she wants him dead.
And I said, for what?
And that was going to be my next question.
And
why?
She said, he cheats. He puts hands on me. He spends all of our money. I have to be the man. I was like, you can leave.
Facts. He wasn't holding a gun to your head and telling you to stay. You could have left anytime you wanted to, but instead you wanted to kill him. That's crazy.
So,
and then she started acting crazy.
And my thing is, I don't care about nobody cheating on me, baby. I would cheat back. And I'm a cheat. My cheating gonna hurt though, because I'm gonna cheat to do damage.
Crazier questions, and now it is making sense.
So we use the word ethylene glycol a bunch today. You say she's never mentioned that. When she said she wanted him dead, and she basically asked for your help, you're saying, right?
Yeah, she tried, yeah.
So, like, when you say she would ask you all these questions, and you're like, why would I know? So, explain, like, what she asked. Like, what was she asking you for your help?
I guess because I used to be a pharmacy tech, she was asking me, like, well, what is the...
Whoa. You used to be a what? And you telling me you ain't have nothing to do with this shit? That was very damning.
Insulin. What's the adverse effects to this? Things like that.
And you knew then that that's what she was wanting to know, right? You're like, hey, you said you're going to go to hell for this. I mean, but you knew that that's why she was asking, assume that she's planning something.
I didn't think I thought it was more like, you daydream about something to let it go and not ever do it. You know what I mean? I thought it was one of those weird, sick things.
But then she starts kind of taking certain steps then when she's asking you about this stuff that you may have knowledge in and saying...
And I didn't put two and two together because it's my mother.
Yeah.
Right.
I really feel like that just by watching, your reactions that you know more about the night of how he suffered. And
Facts.
And if you do, you do. Did he have a terrible death?
He had to have.
But that you heard or saw.
I didn't hear or saw, but...
Because if he did, you just need to let go of that. That's not good. That's not healthy. That's not,
at all.
Like I said,
she before, so with all the multiple ways which all she had to do was divorce him.
Ashley makes her position clear. While she may have had knowledge of her mother's plans, she takes no responsibility for helping carry them out. But the evidence speaks otherwise, including Harold's toxicology report, which soon tests positive for ethylene glycol. And months later, an unlikely witness comes forward, Ashley's cellmate, Anita Easley, who records Ashley not only confessing to planning Harold's murder, but admitting to having several more people on her kill list.
I'm gonna let you talk.
With her cellmate? She told her cellmate this shit? Oh, baby. And that lady finna get a reduced sentence.
Talk and tell me what happened. But just a couple of
She a meth addict. Come on, meth addict.
things that I wanted you to know that we heard, or that we thought we heard. And I just want to make sure that there was a high-powered rifle mentioned, and maybe two.
Okay, right here. She said, "Your people get guns, scopes, high-powered rifle." Right here, every instantly, or right here. Okay,
So
right
that's
here.
how she was wanting these
She
people
touched
taken
me.
out.
Actually, specifically. Okay, right here and right here. Okay, this is,
This lady got paperwork out like she ready to discuss a case.
and she had this guy on 2020 wanted to do her case. Joe told her not to. While I was up here, she called him. He didn't answer. Okay, this is Stephen White's mother. This is her handwriting, not mine.
So she wrote all this?
Yes, even prayer. These guys are in F-Pod. Okay, this is her Facebook account. This is so I can stay in touch with her. She wants me to find him. She wants me to find her pro bono. Okay.
Ooh. So Ashley got locked up for this shit. And her mama passed.
20. She said it's her grandmother's mom's apartment. That if my black Ram truck is parked there, it may still have Indiana tags. She did this. Look for apartment with black. This is the layout of the apartment building where she's wanting them to shoot. Because I told her about the
Who was she wanting her to shoot?
Ashley, she just said take out the little girl. I don't know if you guys heard that.
Okay, well, it should be on the other one.
Yes. And then when she would whisper, she grabbed my leg like 5 times. So I kind of, I didn't want to grab that, but I leaned in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, you did get...
While the letter Anita hands detectives is labeled a prayer list, that's the last thing Ashley intends for the people on it, including her friend, Stephen White, his mother, and even her own fiancé, who she sees as threats to her freedom.
Hold on. So how many people is involved in this shit, bro? This is way deeper than what I thought it was.
It must be taken out.
This is my to-do list. This is a prayer list.
Okay.
Mine is him.
So who's on the hit list that she told you just now today that she wants?
Stephen White, Nathaniel K. Napier, Teresa.
What?
Mother.
She making hit lists while she in prison?
And she always carries a gun here or here. These two have to be first, she said, then her. If we have to kidnap her, okay, because she said the best thing to catch her is to catch her outside smoking. And that's when she said, because she don't smoke in her mother's house. Catch her when she's outside with a high-power rifle and get her, like...
Oh, baby, you ain't never getting out. If they got this type of shit on you and you sit there and... Oh, yeah, you done.
Right there.
You done. And you better not go back to that cell because she gonna get your ass too.
You instantly. Okay. Or right here. And if not, follow her out of the apartment complex. She drew that. And then I put it in my little paperwork.
So Ashley drew that.
That's all.
And that's
Ashley.
a map of the apartment complex where Ashley Nieves lives.
Yes. She said she was there when Harold.
Did she say that on that recording that you had today?
Yes, sir. All that is on here.
But she said that Ashley was there.
You didn't bring it up at all?
No.
Okay.
No, she volunteered. And she even said something. It's hot in here.
You're fine.
She said something about, did you hear the IP addresses and shit like that?
It was really hard to hear. And sometimes it's, we could tell when she was...
Me and Wendy had that tape.
Oh, that's fine. That's good.
You know, but I will testify.
Okay.
I will, you guys.
Anita says she'll testify against Ashley at trial. But when Ashley's faced with the insurmountable evidence of her guilt, throwing her fate to the hands of a jury would be a risk she wasn't willing to take.
She took a plea deal. I knew it.
And was found guilty on charges of conspiracy to commit murder and attempted murder.
Wow.
She was sentenced to 50 years in prison, the maximum allowed under the agreement. We hope you enjoyed today's video.
That was fucking wild. The mom commits murder against the husband. Right? The mom finds out she commits suicide. Then the daughter is brought into it. I would have denied all of that shit. You feel me? I don't know what y'all talking about. Nope. Don't know. Cause your mama already dead. Right? I would have denied that shit, took that shit to trial with a lawyer. But she sat there and admitted to you never do that. What? I would never admit to no shit like that. But she got 50 years. She ain't gonna get out until if she 30 some years old already, she ain't gonna get out to what? She 80. Baby, you about to die in there. Woo. But thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, this was another good one. And that's it, baby. We out. Shit.